divine plan. Therefore, my life will be a success. What are your parents teaching you? This young man went on and made a life and became an officer in the United States Marines. He went from suicide to a lifestyle. And this is the poem that I wrote to inspire him by becoming a teenager. I love empowering people, and this is how I do it, through the power of writing. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Mary, for going first and bringing that energy back from Robert and the stories about prophecy and Craig. So, really enjoy everyone competing in the open mic. We're going to just keep moving on. I'm going to, if I remember, I won't always remember, but I'm going to sort of announce who's on deck so you can kind of get prepped up. So, Byron, love it, you are on deck. And then R.C. Patterson, you are up. So R.C. Patterson, give him a hand. R.C. Patterson, come with us in.
Good evening. The poem is entitled Blues Consciousness, but because I didn't read the sign very clearly, it's not all that personal. So I'm going to attempt to go with something else right now. This can get one of the same titles. Birds will never cease. V8 engine bears my stress deep as a hefty pit. Music blares like speakers from pulsars to grip suns. The fifth of some foolish bad heaters like retail. Send songs when the cliffs up shell drips done. I roll around the wrist one plus I stay piss drunk. I miss love, now I'm somber alone. The phone rings Daryl with information of pearl. People me job educated in the borough. So we rode down to Washington from Vegas or even Satan's not even in. When I spit, no sound is over. No spit is higher from the ground than one who's lower. I told her, don't hesitate. Don't let her take a red tape that feels that fest and hate. Scripture be begin to see tunes. Use big ignore. Can't be seen in metaphors. All right.
Give R.C. another hand. Thank you so much. Appreciate everyone who gets up here. And Delmia is on deck. And Byron Lovett who talked about family relations, so kind of like my pivotal.
Good evening, everybody. This is my second time being in the poetry contest, and each time, I try to do something different. This is a poem called Dear Father. Dear Father, first I would like to thank you for being in my life and being an inspiration to me. Thank you for helping me with my homework, teaching me to ride a bike, taking me to church, taking me fishing with you, allowing me to travel with you, and then there's someone I can talk to about anything. I remember you telling me to press on and be strong. You told me to believe in the higher powers of God and to lean on God's understanding and love. Love is a universal migraine, a bright stain on the vision, blotting out reason. Also, you told me to love my neighbor as I love myself. This kind of empowerment will lead me to being a stronger person and caring person. Your comparison is like winning the World Series. It has me excited to live another day. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a short run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust over sugar like circus sweet? Maybe it stacks like a heavy load, or does it explode? Love and dreams makes life richer and fuller. Hold fast to dreams. If dreams die, life is like a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams. When dreams go, life is like a barren field, frozen with snow. You told me to reach for the stars and do what's right, by reading the Word and walking in the light. The Tennessee mountains was breathtaking as we traveled to Jacksonville, Florida. All nature is an art unknown to me. All channels and directions I cannot see. All discord and harmony, not understood. And partly evil and universal good. In spite of pride and Aaron's reasons fright, one truth is clear. Whatever is right. The 7-lane expressway through Atlanta, Georgia was exciting and a teachable moment. It taught me to always be alert while driving and to look out for your fellow man. Seeing the fast-moving vehicles is like winning the lottery. It took my breath away. The breathtaking scenery through our travels together will always remain in my mind. The varieties of colored mountains and nature's at its best. The black soil and white snow in the valleys like great black bears and furs along icy roads. And the river flows like a stream of glass. And the wind stirs soft through the spring grass. When we arrived there was plenty of weeping, singing, smiling, and hugging, and gorgeous things to shout about. I will always remember the times we shared together. Remember the time when we roasted a pig for our family reunion? It took forever for that pig to cook. Almost 24 hours. By then, I was starving. The whole family was thankful that Uncle Bo sent us a pig from Oakland every summer for the lovely family reunion. Each year, the family reunion seems to get larger and larger. Relatives come from everywhere when they heard about the roast pig. I remember sitting around the roast pig, and you told the point to tutor. The tutor who tutored the flute was teaching two tutors to toot. Said the tutor to the tutor, is it harder to toot or two tutors or two tutors? You always made people laugh, and you were a fun person to be around. I remember the time when we went to Chicago for cousin Vincent's all-white birthday bash. People came from all parts of the country. They came from San Diego, California, Fort Wayne, Indiana, New York City, and Tampa, Florida. Everybody was dressed in white, and the ballroom had a snow-white background. Vincent was surprised and grateful to receive money and gifts. I have an ingle, shady ingle, near a dusty Brewski dingle, where the singing campfires mingle and the purling of the stream. There I linger in the jingle, and it makes me thrill and tingle. From the streeted jingle as I angle, love and dream. Through the trees I hear a shingle ringle jingle, and it's a tingling with the whispers of the breeze. Make it merry and be happy while we jingle and tingle as dance. To me, Chicago will always be the founder of Soul Train and good time. Everybody's dressed up like snowflake dancers with the dance floor jam and the upbeat music echoes in the background. In St. Louis, where I was born, Mama said you was best welcome in the world. In the month of September, on September 8th, will always be remembered. You told me that trees were undressing and swinging in place on the gray road, the roof, and the windowsill, the radiant rose and ribbon and yellow lake. A leaf each second so flung and real. Here, there, and another, still and still. Distant and a certain light makes everything artistic. It doesn't matter what. Though I know why the church bird sings. When his wing is bruised and his bosom sore, when he beats his bars, he will be free. It's not a curl of joy plea, but a plea of wanting to be free. I know why the praise bird sings. He wants to go upwards as heaven is his wings. You are an inspiration and a role model. Thank you for being my father and helping me grow.
Double check that time. on deck and give Myra a hand for talking to us about things and pieces, about entertainment. We quoted that late new song, poem about dreams, and my recovery story when I first found my way out was called Taking Back the Dreams, because I had to believe that I could be a person who could accomplish something, and so I really like that start of the poem and how his dad interweaved all that. So Delmia Lester, she's coming up with a poem called Pieces, so
Good evening, everybody. Okay, like she said, my name is Delmia and my poem is called Pieces. I gave you all just the pieces of me, but because of your greed, you took the pieces you couldn't even see and left me here with nothing. You could have at least left me with something like my pride denied me his side of my face, making me erase all respect I had for you. But you did leave me with a bruise. The next you once before, you beat me, called me, left the boy just before throwing me to the floor and taking the most precious piece you can ever take. Some may call it rape, but you call it makeup sex. You only made me sick to my stomach, and when he spurred up, let the urge to leave you, and all the pieces I had left behind. Because I did have one piece. You couldn't find my mind. They told me this would be the last time that you ever take another piece from me. And at that exact moment, I decided to leave. Me and my pieces became free. Thank you.
Give her one more hand. That was Delmia. All right. Christopher Walker's on deck. And then we got a poet here. His name is Script. And I'll tell you what, when I'm doing one of my poems, he was the one who got all my jokes the first. So I just love it because he was the one smiling at all the parts that I thought was funny. So Script's talking about the raw truth.
I wrote a lot of poems about what I've been delivered from, so this is about that. And like she mentioned social networks earlier, and I kind of put that in here, so. They said I'll be set in my ways if I didn't conform for a certain age. But let God be true and every man lie, because that stuff has died. It's dead and never again will come alive. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit. Said the Lord of hosts, it goes where it is listed. I'm here to tell you, don't even risk it. I almost didn't make it back, but like Isaiah 32:12 says, I had to lament for the test. In other words, I had to drink milk. You get it? I had to read and understand the fundamentals so I can be safe from hell's pits. I had to get an understanding because hell is hot, kids. Had to play it safe like wearing a pair of ovenness. Milk stands for simple or elementary. Meat stands for complicated. Although now, like Marvin Sapp, I can sing never would have made it. Then I had lost hope, but God gave me the antidote. Now I can live my life free, kind of like the hops of the goat. You know, Earl Manigault, yeah, like I'm flying. Keeping Jesus in a safe place like my name was Private Ryan. Daily I'm dying, finding ways of dying to get my timing with God, my friends. In prayer I stay in this space and keep my face in this book. So come take a look, I'm organizing my space so it won't get crowded. So now I can shout unto God praise like I don't know what too loud is.
Way to go. Last year, Harrisville had 85 people. It was our second biggest event ever. that. CETA Weekly is on deck. Christopher Walker is talking about unconditional love. I hope that's not my dog. All right. Bring him up on stage. Here he goes.
Hello, everyone. Before I start anything, I want to tell y'all we have a YouTube page. It's Rebellious Force 2627. And I am your REBELLIOUS POTE 2627. What's up? As I told him, I didn't like Hot Wheels or listen to rap, nor did I like football and get out from it. No, that wasn't my style. I loved My Little Pony and hip hop. I adored Beyonce and Keisha Cole. I died for tweets in the color pink, but I did not show him. I want to tell that person special to me, but what I got was, how dare you say me something like that? You little fag, don't tell me nothing else, you disgust me. And doing every word touch my soul like paper so flame. While I was hurt, rage, sadness, emptiness, and depression, I ran to my room covering my face, avoiding my father because his words were, real men don't cry. The man who I gave everything to and confided in everything with has now shunned me. I fucked up ran from the hurt I consumed. No longer could I look at the man I love unconditionally within the eye I was sore. Depression was my new friend that I cradled greatly after school. For the shell I made, cause fool even the devil left I chose. I knew the depression, the overwhelming sadness in me gave no fuck. The more my dad grew to hate me, the more I hated what I had become. I found out I was foul, I was disgusting, I deserved no life. But that if I could not impress you with being one out of 520 students, singing, going to state and choir, singing the Star-Spangled Banner after the Super Bowl, but Daddy, I am nothing. So let me do you a favor and take you out of your misery. So I took that knife and I carved it into my chest. But Daddy, I am nothing. So let me do you a favor and take you out of your misery. And I took that knife and I stabbed myself in the stomach till I fell over and died. Dad, I'll watch you from heaven. Blood-soaked copper prints followed my lifeless corpse into the bathroom. Tears started from his eyes, but I could not understand why. Why would you cry over an abomination like I? He held my head and screamed, "No, David, no!" He was a good boy. My son, bring him back, David, bring him back. The day of my funeral, my family prayed for my soul. My dad looked into my casket as if I was still there. A piece of him died that day, but the piece that died in him still lives on in me.